This show is intended for adult audiences. You know, people with bills, backaches, responsibilities, and a functioning sense of humor. It contains strong language, stronger opinions, and the kind of jokes that might send the emotionally fragile into a full-blown meltdown. If you're easily offended, perpetually outraged, or think words are violence, this is your cue to clutch your pearls, grab a blankie, and sprint to your nearest safe space. Or, you know, just get in the sea. We won't miss you. For everyone else, buckle up and let's have some laughs.
Rated D for dickhead.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing.
Hello, you dirty little boys. Are you interested in my body?
I'm gonna come.
Nice tits.
A real set of badonkers, packing some Doban hunkeros.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of man.
What's going down, babes? Show me the lovin'.
Silence! You are too gay to be the doctor.
I'm wonderful, and I'm the most amazing person in the universe.
Exterminate!
These people are making a lot of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism.
You're watching Will of the Fans! Let's fucking go!
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. Bad news. Till the game turned gay. Suddenly a warrior joining anti-SJWs. Spamming slop, regurgitating other people's news. Yeah, then you milked that Brie Lawson beef even after it was dead, cause you only wanted money to build yourself a shed. When Savage on Jack Murphy laughing at his cuckold shame. Now the mirror's flipped on you, karma's calling out your name. Irony overload. The hunter's now the prey. Hundreds of videos roasting you the exact same way. Born sick, alcoholic cuck, grifting free speech all day. Now you beg to shut it down, cause you don't like what they say. Reddit force, cream pie tabs, and hardcore slips on X. Accidentally showed your stash, what a classy flex. Flaunting deviant nights while your best friend's the bull. Poor wife wasted prime years on your empty drunken skull. Claim you're rich, blue millions chasing junk with zero plan. No kids, no purpose, just a bit of lonely man. Irony overload. The hunter's now the prey. Hundreds of videos roasting you the exact same way. Degenerate fake ways. The freedom flag so loud until PPP and Warski drag your filth out in the crowd. You mocked her tiny tits when Melanie wouldn't ride, posing as a Christian saint and never got inside. Now the house is turning tables, exposing every lie, and you scramble to grift is turned around. Fake warrior, late to the fight, cuck supreme. Irony's a bitch. Oh, live the dream.
Hit the limit. What, do you hate boobs or something?
Engines roar through the ash gray skies. The wasteland burns, but hope won't die. Every screen's a twisted lie, built to break us, make us comply. They poison the heroes, rewrite the tales, turn legends to dust, leave us frail. But we're not done, we won't bow down. Through the wreckage, we'll take the crown. Steel hearts ignite, fire in our veins. Freedom's calling, breaking the chains. They can't erase what we already know. Hyperdrive now, let's fucking go. Hyperdrive time, we're burning the night. Blazing through shadows, our stories ignite. Will all the fans come ride with me as we laugh at foolish hypocrisy? Hyperdrive time, it's now or it's never, as long as they rule and fucking go forever. Forever. Oh, forever. Forever. Go forever.
My Eevee Mux has crashed and I cannot have control of it. Yes, I've got it back. Hello everybody, how the devil are you? There were some fucking confused people in the chat today. It was really nice. I was, of course, playing my student film at the beginning there. The movie that I made in the first 2 months of college. And believe me, if I showed you the finished final chapter, you would you'd see night and day. Well, apart from the fact that we both looked exactly the same, we'd only aged 2 years, but my editing had got a lot better, so there we go. Anyway, it's nice to see you all, and welcome to Hyperdrive Time. It is drive time somewhere, which means it's Hyperdrive Time everywhere, and welcome back to Will of the Fans. My name is Will. You know the drill by now, surely. If you're watching this, you must have been subscribed for a while, which I appreciate. So thank you very much for being here, ladies, gentlemen, and nothing in between. Welcome. Well, it's like Disney, that, right? Rhoda, you sent me the thing. They're bringing back ladies and gentlemen now? Huh. Well, they're going to have to add nothing in between now before I'll ever be satisfied with anything Disney does. So, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing in between, welcome once again to another voyage of discovery, racing through the wastes of the internet to the further reaches of our sanity, on a never-ending quest to rid the universe of absolute, freaking, disgusting, dirty, trashy, cucky, snitchy bollocks.
What the hell is even that?
It's called The Quartering, and we are very, very angry at The Quartering, among other things, but actually, honestly, I'm finding it hard to be angry about anything right now besides The Quartering, because this fucking fat, lazy, grifting piece of shit, lying, duplicitous, backstabbing, motherfucking phony has never, ever, ever, ever crossed a line like he has in the last couple of days, and I'm only beginning to discover the true extent of it. But you rest assured, by tomorrow, I will know everything, and so will you. Because tomorrow is not just Wanker of the Week. Tomorrow, there is so much unparalleled evil coming from The Quartering, coming from Camp Jer right now. Just the most vile, sickening, anti-free speech, anti-SJW snowflakey shit coming out of this alleged member of the fucking resistance that we have put up for the last decade or so. This fucking piece of shit has thrown every principle he ever professed to have under the goddamn bus just to try and get Kino fucking Casino. And I'm gonna fucking immerse myself in it. And I'm gonna present it all to you tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wanker of the Week is just the fucking quartering show. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's right, bitch. There's no point talking about anybody else. They've all done, like, worse things politically, maybe, or worse things in terms of humiliating themselves, maybe. Not really, though. No, definitely not that one. No one has done anything worse this week, if you're a YouTuber, than Jeremy fucking Hambley. And we're gonna fucking tee off on that fat fuck all night tomorrow. So get ready. Because there's just so much to go through. It's my whole day tomorrow. Like, beginning with the end of the stream, it's going to be, unless we hit the limit, I'll play Crimson Desert for a while. That would be nice. Give me a break. Help me hit the limit so I can do it. But no. Fuck the rest, buddy. They're not the only ones who can do fuck the fat cunt Fridays, right? I can do fuck the quartering Thursdays. So, there you go. Get ready, because tomorrow is just Wanker of the Year. So far, the quartering. Only. So that means I've got a lot of other wankers that I might need to pour over in today's stream, which I'm not sure I've got time for. So if you really want me to go over all of the others, please hit the limit, and we'll keep going until I've gone through everybody and doled out some points. Yeah, Rhoda's here in the chat. I can see you already. There's lots of you, though. There's Lilith as well. There's Derek Smith. There's Stephen Bromby. There's Zalosi saying, what? That would be me when I had hair down here, right? Yeah, throwing badly animated Kamehamehas, yeah. Although they got better. They got better and better and better. Oh, yes, that's right. We've got... who else? Sardok. Holy fucking shit, Will with hair, what is this? I don't even. Yeah. I was about 100 pounds lighter back then as well. Well, not 100, but probably about 70 pounds lighter back then, yeah. It's life, mate. Your metabolism breaks down, it happens. But yeah, that was Project Z. That was something I made in 2007 when I first started college. It was appalling. But it got better and ended up being part 1 of 4 10-minute episodes and a final 40-minute movie for which I earned triple distinction for graphics, editing, of course, and DVD authoring. I learned to manufacture my own DVD with extras and Easter eggs and everything. It was actually really cool. So there we go. That was what we did. That was what was up. And yes, we are going to be teeing off all day and all night on the quartering tomorrow. We are just like, there's nothing left to say about this fat fuck. I'm going to go over some of it right now, just because I need to... There's so much. I need a rehearsal to go through it. All I have at the moment is the latest stuff. Well, latest. Kind of the middle? Yeah, middle. Because it's just it's a saga now. But look, if you know anything about YouTubers, you'll understand that there is one thing that we do not tolerate around here at all. Okay, you can say shit, yeah, fucking fine. I can call him a fat, lazy, grifting piece of shit who made all of us on the right, all of us who ever opposed the woke left look like complete dicks. I can also say that it's his fault that we all get called grifters. I can say all that shit. And he can say, hey, you, who are you? I don't know you. You've got 12,000 subs. Fuck you. And I can say, well, that's fine. But if he were to try and flag a video, or I were to try and flag a video, That's the end. You're done. You're jawboned. You've done the mundane mat. You never ever do this. And Jawbo is teeing off on the quartering right now. Ethan Ralph is teeing off on the quartering right now. The entire fucking blood sports sector is teeing off on the fucking quartering right now. Enemies are becoming friends to felt the quartering right now. It's actually amazing. It's actually amazing. I gotta show you this fucking promo that PPP cut, but it's an hour long. I don't even know if I can show you it. I don't think I can. I'd have to do a whole stream about it. Shit's going unbelievably crazy. There's a YouTube friendly version that was released earlier on, but it's basically Jeremy Hambley, you beep, 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 beep. Yeah, he dropped the braggart bomb a lot. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him in the slightest for it. If YouTube would just nut up and realize that this is the way the world actually is, and this is the platform that you are running, it's called YouTube, not fake corporate bullshit tube, the world would be a much better place. You don't need to find it, Jay. It's on their channel. They launched it about 5-6 hours ago now. It's the same exact promo, but now it's safe for YouTube. So yeah. Yeah, it's a 6-hour video, by the way. It's their entire quartering coverage from yesterday. It's insane. They then went on to do Dark Side Phil. Dark Side Phil's birthday, which I didn't even get a chance to look at yet, but I'm sure it was horrible. I'm sure it was just terrible. We'll get to it probably by next week or something. Maybe I'll find time on Saturday. Who bloody knows? But right now, what I am going to do is I'm going to deal with a little bit of admin that I have to deal with. So I'm going to give you that quartering song one more time. I hope you'll be patient. Wait for me. I'll be right back and we'll get the show started proper. All right, let's go.
Till the game turned gay. Suddenly a warrior joining anti-SJWs. Spamming slop, regurgitating other people's news. Yeah, then you milked that Brie Lawson beef even after it was dead, cause you only wanted money to build yourself a shed. When Savage on Jack Murphy laughing at his cuckold shame. Now the mirror's flipped on you, karma's calling out your name. Irony overload. The hunter's now the prey. Hundreds of videos roasting you the exact same way. Porn sick, alcoholic cuck, grifting free speech all day. Now you beg to shut it down, cause you don't like what they say. Reddit force, cream pie tabs and hardcore slips on X. Accidentally showed your stash, what a classy flex. Flaunting deviant nights while your best friend's the bull. Poor wife wasted prime years on your empty drunken skull. Claim you're rich, blue millions chasing junk with zero plan. No kids, no purpose, just a bit of lonely man. Irony overload. The hunter's now the prey. Hundreds of videos roasting you the exact same way. Degenerate fake ways. The freedom flag so loud until PPP and Warski drag your filth out in the crowd. You mocked her tiny tits when Melanie wouldn't ride, posing as a Christian saint and never got inside. Now the house is turning tables, exposing grift is turned around. Fake warrior, late to the fight, cuck supreme. Irony's a bitch. Oh, live the dream.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, sorry guys, I had to go and basically give my kid a cuddle for a second and whistle. For some reason when I whistle, she falls asleep. She'll kick up Hell's Delight, but when I whistle Zelda songs, she falls asleep. Isn't that lovely? I'm happy to do it. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna go absolutely ham on fucking quartering tomorrow. I'll probably cover it now, and we'll potentially do some extra wankers as well as the other topics that I have planned for today. So welcome once again to Hyperdrive time. Let's get into it. We've got lots to talk about. Help me hit the limit. It really matters because yeah, times are tough, you know? Times are tough. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I could tell you a lot, but I'm not gonna. But if I don't have a channel in a month, you'll know why. Rhoda's here for £2, says Suffrager of the Week. That's basically what tomorrow will be, yeah. I'm not quite sure what to call it. It's Wanker of the Week, but it's only one contestant. There's no point in allowing anyone else to even compete, because this is different, you know? Like, we can say, yeah, Hassan Piker, absolute piece of shit, fucking race grifting, terror sympathizing, dog shocking piece of shit. Sometimes too evil even for Wanker of the Week. Sure, we should absolutely say that, and we'll give him points accordingly. But then we could also be looking at iDubbbz and be like, pathetic wretch of the week, you know? Or DSP and be like, slightly more pathetic wretch, and yet somehow also less pathetic wretch of the week. But when it comes to your ability to speak on this platform, there are just some things you don't fuck with, you know? There are just some things you don't fuck with, and nobody should know that better than the people in the anti-woke sphere. We have been wrestling through thick and thin since before the Biden administration to get our fucking voices out there to people. And just because the quartering was early and at one point relentless in his lazy slop before the algorithm changed, he ended up becoming one of the biggest. And he should understand what it's like, because he is so fucking safe. It's actually embarrassing. So we're going to take the piss out of him all night tomorrow, because he fucking deserves it. Do not go after freedom of speech. Do not go after the platforms that people have, okay? You're going full Mercante right now, Jeremy. That's not the way to behave if you want to be considered one of us, which you never will be again. Anyway, it's far too late. We don't forget. We don't forgive. Like I said, fucking hell. You've got Dick Masterson, PPP, Warski, obviously, Ethan Ralph and Matt Jarbo all on the same side against Jeremy right now. Holy shit. I think it's done. Honestly, I think it's done. I think the quartering's done after this. I don't think he can come back from this, no matter what. Doesn't matter. No one will ever take him seriously again. Yeah, he'll keep his 2 million bots or whatever, but the audience is gone. They're gonna leave big time. There's no bigger fuck up. Your career is over. And now, and most importantly of all, you have done the one thing you never want to fucking do, right? You don't take the jester and actually make him plot against you if you're the king. You don't do that, okay? Because now, the Kino Casino is not like laughing at Jeremy anymore. They want to destroy him. And they will. They will win. They'll win. It's like booking Goldberg versus Gilbert. You're done. You're fucked. They've got infinite stock in making the internet laugh. They did a fucking segment yesterday where they just did a fundraiser for 5 minutes, and they must have made close to 5 figures in that time, just because of Jeremy. Not that they don't usually make that kind of money, but in 5 minutes? That's insane. That's insane. The highest earning YouTube channels I've ever seen don't make that. It's insane. This is the end for you, quartering. You're done. And we'll be there to enjoy our part of it. Why the fuck not? In the meantime, Sardock is also here for £2, and I really appreciate both of you guys for jumping in and joining us for that one. That was glorious. We are, of course, going to get into all of this in just a second. But first of all, I need to say thank you appropriately to the lads who dropped the super chats, and also urge you to send some more, because I need them. So we got £2 from Rhoda, £2 from Sardock, and thank you very much. Appreciate you. Will had here, what the fuck? I'm shocked, Kaya 2025. Yeah, I guess you went around the last time I showed a picture of me when I had like hair all down to like here. Yeah, it was a time. I had nice long hair. It wasn't particularly thick though. If you actually look at the clips, it was kind of thin and lank. So yeah, it's not a surprise that it fell out pretty soon afterwards. It was only about 3 years later that I started to go bald. So, it is what it is. Too much testosterone, mate. That's what it is, yeah. That's what it is, mate, yeah. That's what it is. I'm too much of a man.
You are coping and see.
All right. Anyway, hey, whatever. I'm fucking bald. It is what it is. So let's get into the damn show. Please help pick up the fucking slack from the last 5 days and help me hit at least a limit this week so that I could justify actually keeping going with this as my main job. Otherwise, I actually have to seriously, like, I keep saying it, but it's coming. It's coming. There's going to be a day where I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I have to go. I have to make money some other way because I'm just not making it here. So that's going to happen. But hey, there you go. Rhoda says he looks like he's balding, but actually had the same hairline since childhood. That's what I used to say when I was like 25 as well. Hadn't noticed the big fucking circle on the back yet. Somebody else did though, and I was like, what? It was a bad day. It was a bad day. Rhoda, though, you don't seem to have that problem. You're fine. You've got hair. You're going to be hairy forever. I'm just hairy from the neck down now, or the nose down, I suppose. But there you go. Anyway, let's get into the topics. Let's do some quartering, because everyone's talking about the fucking quartering. It would be ridiculous of me to not acknowledge the fucking situation thus that it is. Now, I want to make this clear before we get into any of this. I do not have anywhere near the complete story yet. What I will tell you is that the Kiwi Farms page of the quartering gained over 60 pages in one day. The Kiwi Farms thread. 60 pages. It actually hit 1,000 pages on at 23:59 Easter. I know. It was amazing. And of course that was around about the time that he managed to get a Kino Casino video taken down from the Kino Cathedral. The promo video advertising that they were going to talk about the criminal history of the bull, his friend Adam Sellers, who goes around his house apparently and potentially fucks his wife. We don't know if that's actually the case, but boy oh boy has quartering started acting since that even became a rumor. Funny how he never gave a fuck before that. You know, he was slagging them off as they were, but he wasn't really. He was trying to pretend they didn't exist, and then he started slagging them off when they started really going after him, and then they started talking about the bull. And then Return of the Mac and Cheese made his great big fucking drop that we covered a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, we all saw a whole bunch of shit. Jesus Christ. We all saw a whole bunch of shit about his bull, about his best friend, the bull. And suddenly after that, he started going crazy at people. Which usually means that you're right on target. PPP says, you get the most flack when you're right above the target. Absolutely. So anyway, yeah, we've got this. It started before this, really. So what I really should do is just go with this one to start us off. Quartering in a desperate... Is it weird that when I see PPP, all I can think is to read it like, quartering in a desperate attempt to protect his criminal bull has flagged down our promo video. The guy is a preacher. Exposing his crimes. Full-on jobbo cuck flag. Shit from jail. Our channel is under attack. The funniest thing about it, that's actually true. Harassment and cyberbullying, ladies and gentlemen. Community guidelines strike on the 10-minute promo for harassment and cyberbullying. Now, it got worse, of course. It got worse. They actually got another video taken down by the bull. That's right. I don't have an example of that yet, but I will tomorrow. Mr. Adam Sellers himself, whatever his fucking name was, Green Jelly or something, he actually flagged them for a privacy violation. Okay? Which means that he had to upload his driver's license in order to actually flag the video. And so they knew full well that it came straight from him, which means that in effect, Jeremy did flag their video. But of course, he decided to respond here. Boys, you've caused me a lot of grief, but no, it wasn't me. Here's a screen recording for you, so there can be no question. So you got this video here. Report history. And hold on. Let's see if we can get this on full screen. No, we can't do it. I'll do it tomorrow. But yeah, so apparently you can see here that he hasn't actually flagged anything, apparently, according to him. So he opens another tab, and you see here, oh, no, wait, thanks for reporting. I guess he hasn't reported anything. So, yeah, you haven't reported anything. And that's basically the video. The quartering account has not fucking flagged anything, which is fine. How many accounts does Jeremy Hambley have again, by the way? Exactly. So anyway, he says he proved that they didn't flag down the video, but then Warski decided to block him. And I'm pretty sure he only did this to fuck with him. Kind of like how Hypno blocked Macante a while ago, just to fuck with her. We all did for a while, just to see if she would lose her mind over it. But there you go. We can't even really tell if that's his account. No, of course not. You can't. No. It could be any account that has this icon on it. Exactly. There's fuck all proof about that. There's nothing he's proving. It's just an account with an icon. Exactly. It could be anything. But let's be honest though. He has got like 15 channels. I mean, they could all be, well, no, they can't all be under one account. You can only have like 3 or 4 or 5 channels under one account. But all you have to do is change the icon. That's it. And he's just that kind of conniving motherfucker that he would do something like that. Look, bottom line, quartering is a snitch. This didn't happen ever before. It won't happen again. It only happened because they talked about something that was too close to home. And then, of course, Jeremy decided he's going to go ahead. By the way, he does what Jeremy always does here. Jeremy's the worst fucking poser that has ever been on the right TM. After I proved I didn't flag down their video, they blocked me so they could continue living in their hug box. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know what the sector is, Jeremy? I thought you were part of the fucking sector, you useless, fat, lazy shit. The fucking Bloodsport sector was barbaric as fuck, man. It was nothing but personal attacks. This is where fucking everyone came from. Back in the day, you had the skeptics with Sargon and all of them, but then you had people like fucking Ethan Ralph. Ethan fucking Ralph, who's a monster of a man. He's too much for Wanker of the Week. That's why he's never been on it. Because he's beating up women and running and fleeing state lines to avoid warrants for his fucking arrest. I don't even know where to start with a guy like that. It would take an entire stream just to give you the lore dump necessary to do an Ethan Ralph segment. So, yeah. But these fucking guys, and Jeremy was there too, getting bitch slapped by everybody the entire time, getting bitch slapped by Metica and all the others as well. And he did what he always does. He not very based in truth-seeking, eh? When people ask why I won't respond to them further, please refer to this proof they are cowards and liars. Felted. The motherfucker dared to use felted against the casino. Stupid bastard. Stupid motherfucker. Smegheads is here for 10 Aussie dollars. Says, I don't understand. Are you saying a man who portrayed himself as a free speech advocate pretending to have conservative values while LARPing as a Christian is actually a lib, a cuck, a scammer? Well, were you here earlier during either of the 2 playthroughs of the song that I made, or are you going to have to wait till I play it again? Because, yeah. That's the thing. And by the way, I am going to make a music video for that song. As soon as I can. Probably strike while the iron's hot. So if anybody wants to generate any clips that they want to, enter into such an endeavor, please go ahead. Just go right ahead and I'll find a place for them. In the meantime, Smegheads for 10 Aussie dollars. Thank you very much. And yes, as it turns out, your free speech absolutist is in fact absolutely full of shit. And is in fact instead attempting to delete free speech. Isn't that just fucking perfect? Isn't it just?
10! Drop it.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers, let's go! Alright, Smegheads, because I like you a lot, I'll give you the first minute of that song again, but only the first minute, because I can't keep taking the piss.
Till the game turned gay. Suddenly a warrior joining anti-SJWs. Spamming slop, regurgitating other people's news. Yeah, then you milked that Brie Lawson beef even after it was dead, cause you only wanted money to build yourself a shed. When Savage on Jack Murphy laughing at his cuckold shame. Now the mirror's flipped on you, karma's calling out your name. Irony overload. The hunter's now the prey. Hundreds of videos roasting you the exact same way. Porn sick, alcoholic cuck, grifting free speech all day. Now you beg to shut it down, cause you don't like what they say.
There you go, there you go. Alright, thank you so much. Appreciate you for the 10 there. And also, Zalosi has gifted 5 Will of the Fans memberships. That is 5 for the Grit Force and 5 for the little darlings who are asleep in the next room. Beautiful little girls. Beautiful. Wish I could show you. Maybe on Patreon. Maybe I'll show on Patreon for the tiers, like $10 above.
Help me create the future of the white race.
Legend! Absolute fuck.
Let's go, Griff Force! Doing it for the princesses!
Oh yeah, buddy. Now I occasionally they come on stream, but at a certain point I've kind of got to stop because they're gonna start turning into people, you know, and that's when they have like, I don't know, you know, like at a certain point it's like, you know, she can talk now, she might be able to think now. Is it a violation of her rights to put her on a stream with me? So that's why I don't so much anymore. But they're still very much alive and thriving. One's fucking 2+ feet tall now and climbing on everything and saying dada and clapping. They're both clapping now. They're both clapping. One's an athlete. The other one is extremely social. She's learning all the words and all the claps at like 7 or 8 months old. It's actually insane. And whereas the other one still, like, I swear to God, baby 2 speaks more than baby 1. It's weird. Yeah, but everyone's different, I guess. Anyway, there we go. Rhoda for £2. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. Says, lol, my virus-addled mind. Just said the catering. There's so many now. There's the quartering, the cornering, the cuckening, the quarter cuck. Shit, there's another one too. I don't know anymore. But the catering is not a bad one either because, you know, he's a fat fuck too. 2 quid, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Legends, all of you guys, you're fucking amazing. Thank you so much. We're at 30%. That's not bad at all. We'd love to get all the way today. That would be just fucking Christmas for me at this point because I haven't hit a goal in a few days. Last time was when James OP just suddenly dropped $100. It was fucking crazy. But there you go. Anyway, he says here, PPP, a random Canadian, only considered... Stop spreading slanderous... You're drunk, Jeremy, aren't you? Can't type. You can't type. You can't do anything. You're leaping between thoughts like a drunk person. Slanderous lies about my wife. Okay, well, that's an accusation, isn't it? Spreading slanderous lies about his wife. The lie that he claims is a lie, anyway, is, of course, that his wife is getting ploughed by the bull. Now, that's all speculation. It's a speculative thing. It's not actually a lie either, necessarily. Because as soon as they said that, the quartering started going fucking apeshit at this comedy show that says outlandish things for the sake of it, because that's where the comedy is now. It died in the mainstream, so now you have to go looking for channels like Kino Casino on Kick to find it. Says, my wife, friends and family, if I gave him 6... This doesn't even make sense. PPP, a random Canadian, only considered stop spreading slanderous lies about my wife, my friends and family if I gave him 7 years worth of tax forms. Stop ping. Ping would have fixed this entire tweet. Again, a random fucking nobody. Again, not a nobody, buddy. This guy made more money than you make in a month. Well, through Super Chats. In 5 minutes. Based on these tweets. Demanding my tax forms in order to even consider stopping harassing my family and friends. Fuck him. That's not what actually happened, Jeremy. That's not what actually happened. Because, of course, if you go to what Josh Moon said, Josh Moon being the owner of Kiwi Farms, you rejected everything PPP is asking for. He's not willing to talk without the financial audit, which he reversed on since last night for some reason. Yes, there are a bunch of tweets that I don't have yet because I haven't dived deep enough to find them yet. But originally, he said he was going to do it. He was going to debate PPP live on Kino Casino while Josh Moon moderated and was the keeper of the financial records. 7 years of financial records with potentially Caleb Hammer, the financial auditor YouTuber, there as well. It was all going to happen. And then he sobered up. Glorious, isn't it? So at the end of the day, quartering is a pussy and a coward, and at the end of the day, if he hadn't... Look it. I don't want to go into this too much because we're going to do it all night tomorrow. So we're just going to make this very fast, then we're going to move on to the general topics. But if you had not fucking flaunted your wealth, Jeremy, if you had just done, like, hey, I'm not rich, okay? I had some savings and they're mostly gone now, which is why I have to beg, which is pathetic, but I have to do it. And otherwise I have to quit this. But fortunately, I have some people who do support me, which is lovely. If you had not flaunted your immense fucking wealth that you accumulated entirely by manipulating the YouTube algorithm circa 2018 through 2022, by spamming slop, actual slop, and I mean actual slop, right? Like the kind of fucking unbelievable crap where you fire up a fucking OBS stream, you read the news, and you say nothing about it. Like, I do this too, right? I do the same thing that Jeremy does, except most of my videos is me commenting on the news, commenting on the larger situation with which the latest article is development, of which it is a development, and actually making a point, having a reason to do a video. Whereas Jeremy's just like, oh, look, this woke thing, this has got to be terrible, buy my coffee. Slop, buddy, nothing of any value to anyone, 5 times a day for years. And a lot of people, myself included, in the early days, watched it, bought into it, and said, yeah, get woke, go broke. It's go woke, go broke, you nutter. Fucking asshole. And, you know, the best part I could say about it is, like, I had a lot of favorite channels, Geeks and Gamers, Nerd Right, blah, 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 blah. Nobody's favorite channel has ever been The Quartering. He's just that other guy that they're also subscribed to who covers more stories more rapidly because he can. Because that's what he does. But he failed to understand that YouTube ad revenue is a reflection of the times, and times change. And now you've got no actual loyal audience because you never developed a personality. When I started this channel's not doing well. I've been all over the place the last 4 years. I haven't really been able to keep up the way I should have. By now, if I'd kept going, I would be at like 100k subscribers probably. But I'm not, because I couldn't. I did other things that didn't work in my favor, but I mean, I'm very happy that I did them. Because I have 2 little babies and 2 dead parents. That's why. But, you know, anyone could have done what Jeremy did. He didn't build a personality. And when I started this, I said to myself, look, Will, it's really important for you to understand, me, that you're not the draw. Me, the draw is the topics. And that's still the case now. But I have maybe half a dozen, maybe 2 dozen, if I'm really lucky, people who actually come to see me. Jeremy doesn't have any. He doesn't have a single fucking person who goes. Darkside Phil has more people who go because it's Phil. Nobody goes to The Quartering because it's Jer. He's failed to cultivate that audience, failed to demonstrate any actual personality. And the only time he ever does demonstrate any personality is when he's crashing out at people for hating him or getting drunk and yelling at EVS or people like that. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Utterly pathetic. And if you weren't around in 2018, then you probably wouldn't understand how The Quartering even rose to power in the first place. But as it stands now, he's got no power. He's got nothing. He's a worthless bum. So, yeah, it's funny that he considers everybody else worthless. And through it all, he spent his time accumulating all this wealth and buying all these arcade machines, a 50 or 30, depending on who you talk to, $1,000 fucking aquarium that he had to hire someone to operate, someone who works for a fucking local politician. That's the kind of money that he had. But now, since he started this coffee bullshit, he's been begging people for money. It's been like 3 years now. He's been begging, 4 years, 5 years. He's been begging people for money. And yet, at the same time, buying Cybertrucks and Rolex watches and acting like he's the fucking king of the cat who got the fucking... What is it? I can't even remember. But he acts like he's king shit. You can't be king shit and a beggar at the same time. You have to just, you know... Be yourself, you dumb bastard. It's YouTube. The problem is there is no Jeremy Hambley. There is only this persona. Because the real guy is actually a real fucking malignant, angry little tumor of a man. Furious at his own impotence. And coping to himself all day and every day. When he's not, drinking his fucking cares away. No kids. At 45, 43, 40, whatever it is. No kids. You've been married since you were 20. No kids. Jeremy, a multimillionaire, you got no kids? What kind of fucking conservative are you? Have some children, you bum. While you still can. Your poor fucking wife. And there's the other thing. He claims that Kino Casino were attacking his wife. They've never attacked his wife. Like everybody else, we all just pity his wife for being too nice and actually staying with this degenerate fat lump of shit that she married. It's actually humiliating for her, I guarantee. No wonder there's a bull, if there is indeed a bull. Which I know there is a bull, but whether or not the bull is actually blah blah blah, I can't say with any guarantee. But I wouldn't blame her. I wouldn't blame her at all. You know? Because this fucking guy is useless. He's a fat blob of lazy shit who does nothing. He can't even work hard at his main grift. He's actually incompetent at it. So fuck him forever. Anyway, there we go. That's my beginning rant. There'll be more tomorrow. But in the meantime, Smegheads is back for an Australian fiver. Says, wait, you say he's a walking contradiction? A hypocrite? A liar? A scammer extraordinaire? Welcome to the man known as Shambly the Ham. Shambly the I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that again. Not till the end. Maybe we'll do it at the end. I don't know. It's a good song, though. It gets in your head. It's a fucking earworm. It is. Like a lot of country music, country rock. We don't want to admit it, but it's an earworm. So, yeah. Thank you very much for $5.
Thank you for $5.
Okay, we will move beyond that. And we'll talk about another couple of little micro wankers. Because I did say, shall we have some wankers? And you guys are saying yes. So let's talk about someone who is actually on the wanker table, but won't have a look in tomorrow because obviously it's just chock-a-block tomorrow with Jeremy Hambley. It's a certain man who appeared recently on an episode who has made a fucking fool of himself over and over and over again, despite thinking that he's relevant. He has a chance to earn 3 points if you guys want him to. Up to 3. I'll leave it up to you. It'll be 1, 2, or 3s in the chat. You tell me. Bruce Springsteen, aka Bruce Cringestein, rages at racist, reckless, treasonous Trump during an LA concert. Bruce Cringestein, Captain Irrelevance himself, the boss of the unemployment line. Fucking fading rocker. Who the fuck wrote this? Is it Nolte? No, it's Simon Kent. They are brutal at Breitbart. You gotta love it. Fading rocker Bruce Springsteen used the pulpit provided by the first night of the Los Angeles leg of his current tour to fulminate once more against President Donald Trump. This is sad, man. This is sad. The last time a bunch of rock stars got together and did, well, not even got together, but did this so unilaterally was Vietnam. That's the last time anybody in the music industry was so outraged. And now they're doing it against Donald fucking Trump, the most fucking effective president that the United States has had since World War fucking II. Are you having a giraffe? Maybe more effective, actually, because that was really more about the military and not the president at the time. But you know what I mean? You got some presidents in there that did some shit. Washington, Lincoln, even Eisenhower, I guess. But Trump should be on Rushmore for the shit that he's done. He's made so many things so much better. The motherfucker might actually achieve peace in the Middle East within 2 weeks. This is something that we all just sort of say like it's Christmas. He might actually do it. And yeah, there have been mistakes. Bad ones. Terrible ones. Ones that he'll have to answer for sure. But can you put a price on peace? Isn't that what all these fucking hippie rockers were saying in the 1970s? Ah, well, whatever. Springsteen's vein-popping fury lasted for almost 2 minutes while he barely drew breath. Such was the septuagenarian, that means he's 70 plus, hatred and desire to belittle the man in the Oval Office. You want to watch? Shall we watch? Let's watch. Let's watch the coping and the seething.
Good evening, Los Angeles!
Good evening, Los Angeles! He sounded almost, when he started that sentence, like a rocker, you know. Good evening, Los Angeles! You know, but at the end, it kind of tapered off there. Good evening, Los Angeles! Yes.
Good evening, Los Angeles! Welcome to the land of hope and dreams tour!
You're a fucking massive. You're a fucking massive. And if you don't know what a massive is, you got to watch EFAP. The second part of that phrase, massive, can't say on YouTube. So they just say massive. You're a massive.
We want to begin the night with a prayer for our men and women in service overseas.
Overseas.
We pray for their safe return. Now the mighty E Street Band is here tonight to call upon the righteous power of art, of music, of rock and roll.
You dumb old bastard. I was raised on music that's older than you. I was raised by a better musician than you could ever dream of being. A better guitarist than your fucking entire body could do with his pinky. Alright? And he never and he laughed at fuckers like you. The righteous power of art! Music! Yeah. You're on the same side as those fuckers that throw paint on Van Gogh paintings though, aren't you? Yeah? The righteous power of art! Of music! Oh, yeah. Shit music. 3-chord trick crap, man. Bruce Springsteen. Can't name any of your songs except Born in the USA, and that's a fucking terrible song as well. Yeah, the most pretentious git ever. Like, ever.
In dangerous times.
You are living in a cartoon. You are living in a fucking cartoon. There are no dangerous times. For America, right now, every day that Trump is bombing Iran is a little bit safer for America. You utter clown.
We are here in celebration and defense of our American ideals, democracy, our...
You gotta love the old liberals, ain't you? They haven't got it yet. They haven't really got it yet. They don't realize that even their own side passed them by a long time ago. They're still up there going, American democracy. It's like, do you realize that your current, like, political establishment, the one that you support, is going fuck America right now, saying America's the worst country ever. They're, like, actively protesting with communist flags right now. And that's the side that you're on, buddy. That's gonna die with you in the next 20 years. Not just you, everybody else that was in that sort of era as well. It's all going to die. And we're going to be left to deal with the fucking communists that you have advocated into existence. Nice job, hippie scum.
Constitution. And I say
Constitution. You guys, your side is advocating against the Constitution on like a weekly basis. You're a clueless old man. You haven't got a fucking idea what's going on anymore. This is all just performative outrage because that's all you've ever fucking had. You aging, virtue signaling, irrelevant old dustball. Fuck yourself.
sacred American promise. The America I love. The America I've written about for 50 years. That's been a beacon of hope.
I'm not going to like your opinion on this, James. Why don't you super chat it?
And liberty around the world is currently in the hands of a corrupt, incompetent, racist, reckless, and treasonous administration.
Well, that's not true at all. That's not true in the slightest. There's no treason whatsoever. What are you talking about? He's advocating for A, American imperialism, and B, American exceptionalism. Which actually, I used to like rail on a bit as well as a non-American. Until I realized that it actually was one of the things that was keeping the world safe. You know, I haven't watched Team America World Police in a while. Maybe we should. Maybe that should be the first movie that we do after Red Dwarf. Because I might have some different opinions on that now. You know? I used to like laughing at the way that America would police the whole fucking world. But that was the Bush administration and they were incompetent. But yeah. What's this? Oh, James OP, you're talking about quartering. Look, if someone talks shit about my family, I'd be pissed too. It's internet bullshit drama, in my opinion. It's boring and not worth the time you're spending on it. Well, that's up to you, man. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But I think the thing is that no one's talking shit about the Quartering's family, like at all, really. The only reason his wife has ever come up in the topic of any of what they cover is because he insists on bringing her up constantly, mentioning her all the time, and then acting like someone who doesn't get, like, if he didn't constantly mention his wife, like, oh, she's over there building my shelves for me, and then at the same time he's on a stream flirting with Melanie Mac and trying to bang her, there'd be no interest in this. Yeah, maybe you don't like it in that drama. That's fine, man. I understand. But I genuinely feel like a line has been crossed now, and it's not about drama anymore. It's about someone that's supposed to be on the side of free speech is now trying actively to censor one of the most prolific free speech groups that has actually been incredibly effective at roasting the wrongs of all sides for a long time. And I have to take exception to that because I'm a YouTuber and it could happen to me. So I'm outraged because you just don't go after people's platforms. You just don't. That's what Alyssa does. That's what fucking anti-Gamergate journos did. That's what so many people have done. You don't go after people's platforms. And so this is temporarily more of a story than a lot of other things for me, and for a lot of people too. But hey, I understand your opinion. It is complete bullshit and it is stupid drama. But again, if it turns into another fucking lawsuit where someone is trying to take down free speech, then I have to worry about that, like I have to worry about the other lawsuit, you know. So that's the only reason why I'm really pissed off about it, more than I am pissed off about most things. But hey, you know, that's fair. You're absolutely right. I shouldn't have to give a fuck about this.
10! Drop it.
Yeah, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Appreciate you for that, James Up. You absolute legend. Absolute legend. I'm just having fun with it, really. Myself, I fully intend to say my piece about it and then probably move past it and keep it limited to just Wanker of the Week. Thank you. Really, thank you for $10. Appreciate that, man. That's very generous. I meant to set up the fucking... this is what happens when I set up a stream hours beforehand. I forgot to do bonus boobs, but it's alright. I got a spreadsheet. I can keep count. So we're currently at 3 out of potentially 10 fivers for bonus boobs. I'd love to show you guys some boobs. I'm trying to make some new ones, but I'm doing some for Rhoda first. You never know. He might be benevolent and let us use it. But hey, let's, in the meantime, crack on with the dusty old man who doesn't understand anything about what he's talking about because his own fucking side passed him by decades ago.
Tonight, we ask all of you to join with us in choosing hope over fear. Hey guys, I've got this idea, okay? Call me crazy, but here's an idea, okay? I think what we should do is choose hope. Yep. See, apparently we've been choosing fear our whole lives, whatever that means. But we should choose hope instead of fear, whatever that means. Are you with me? Democracy over authoritarianism. The rule of law over law.
You don't know what those words mean, buddy. And you don't understand anything about your fucking country or the constitution it was founded on.
Lawlessness. Ethics over unbridled corruption.
Your party is the most singularly corrupt party in all of Western politics, ever. Demonstrably. Look at Minnesota. It's actually ridiculous. Look at California. You're right there, right now. You are literally steeped in fucking in communism. Yeah, corruption and communism. That's your party. You've been tricked, buddy. You've been tricked. Most old men, right? Most old men who aren't musicians or artists or whatever, don't get smoke blown up their ass all their lives. They get to about 40, 45, 50, and they realize no one gives a fuck about them anymore unless they're already a CEO or whatever. Right? Unlike you, they have to realize that the world will not bend to them, and they better fucking figure out a way through the world. Right? And that usually results in, oh, I need to work out how to operate within this system because I'm not already a massively wealthy dickhead for making fucking bullshit pop music.
Resistance over complacency. Truth over lies.
This is all just platitudes, you credulous git. You're saying nothing. You're just spaffing out dust. You're not saying anything of any merit or value. You got nothing that actually backs up anything you're talking about. You're just empty, vacuous platitudes of nothingness. Is that really how these people's brains operate? What am I saying? Of course it is. They're fucking NPCs.
Unity
You're an NPC. You're nothing to no one.
over division and peace over war.
Oh my god, that was cringe. Oh my god, the cringe was so fucking... Oh god. Alright guys, how many points for Cringestein? 1, 2 or 3? You let me know. You let me know. Please let me fucking know. Because Christ, that was unbearable. For me, that was probably a 5. But fucking hell. Fucking hell. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. Steven says 3. Is anyone going to say anything other than 3? Probably not. That was unbearable cringe. Unbearable fucking cringe. Jen has sent a membership. It was so cringe. Thank you, Jen. You absolute legend. Appreciate you.
help me create the future of the white race.
Holy shitballs, that was unbearable. That was unbearable. Thank you very much, Jem. Appreciate you there for gifting one for the princesses. Thank you very much. All right, 3 points then for Mr. Cringestein. He now has 5, which actually has sent him up multiple levels on the Wanker of the Week tables. It's actually quite impressive. It's actually quite impressive. Quite impressive. All right. I didn't get to talk about this when it happened, but 1 second. Fuck. No, it's gone. Don't worry about it. We'll do another one. Who else should we talk about? What else is happening? We've got... Oh, God, yeah. I forgot about him. Unbelievable. So, a few days ago, well, not a few days ago, yesterday, basically, there was a apparent quote that Trump said, something about ending a civilization. I saw the Democrat post, apparently. But, yeah, apparently increasingly angry U.S. president escalates threats against Iran as his Democratic rivals rebuke him as sick and genocidal, says Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera. It's insane. What did he actually say? It's crazy. I can't actually believe that they really would think that he would imply that he was going to actually wipe an entire civilization. Even if he says a whole civilization will die tonight, if Iran does not act before his 8 p.m. Eastern deadline, he's not going to wipe out an entire fucking civilization. Okay? Journalists used to be intelligent. They used to be able to read between the lines. It is baffling that they have failed so singularly to understand that a man is just literally the president of his country and is trying to get the other side to back down. Okay? And they're like, oh my God, the words he said. Yeah, on your behalf. Okay? There is absolutely no... I don't know, man. I just don't care. I don't give a fuck. I know terrible things will happen and it's awful. But I mean, you've got a bunch of people who, as a regime, are consistently saying death to America as their like national slogan. And they're gonna have nukes. Great. Okay. Let's do nothing then. Now maybe he's put the boot down a little hard. Yeah, he definitely has, yeah. Way hard. And on the wrong targets. That's terrible. It's fucking disgusting, actually. And it is a dumb thing to say. But then, at the same time, you should probably understand that Trump, he says things like this, doesn't he? And nothing he's ever actually done has, in cold blood, resulted in actual war crimes. It's just a terrible thing. Yeah. But they're all freaking out, of course. Jimmy Kimmel is here celebrating a civilization not ending. It was the Taco Tuesday of all Taco Tuesdays. Spoke at length about Dementia Day. So this is a different thing entirely, right? He's now claiming, of course, as they like to, because they'll never get over the fact that they installed a stuffed suit in the White House for 4 years. A demented old man who couldn't actually do anything and had to have all of his executive orders signed by an auto pen. They'll never get past it. They'll never get past it. So anyway, I guess ultimately, this is just Jimmy Kimmel being Jimmy Kimmel, trying to say that it's a dementia thing. No, it's Trump blustering, as he always does. There's no way he would ever wipe out an entire civilization. That would be the war crime to end all war crimes. Right, he's just saying stuff. He didn't imply. Alright, yeah, he said it, yeah. He shouldn't have said it. But, probably the most dangerous episode of the Celebrity President yet today. It was D-Day. In this case, the D stands for dementia, but it was D-Day today. We're coming to you from Los Angeles with the local times just after 5 p.m., which was Trump's deadline for Iran to, quote, open the effing strait or you'll be living in hell. Well, yeah. That is standard. That's like, hey, we can blow you away. Play fucking ball. And by all measures, considering the peace talks are seemingly happening, it seems to have worked, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, here's Jimmy Kimmel just doing what he does, grifting off Trump forever and ever. A whole fucking civilization, yeah. I'm against civilizations being annihilated as well. Thank you for taking a stand. Yeah, but why are you on their side in the first place? No one wants a civilization to be annihilated. No one was going to annihilate a fucking civilization. It's fucking insane. Realize the same man who's just bitching about losing the Nobel Peace Prize. Well, the thing is, though, if by doing what he's done, he is actually able to bring peace to the Middle East, it's a tough one. I'm not going to pretend to know anything about it. There's too many countries involved, and they've all got things. He announced at the request of Pakistan, which has been facilitating negotiations, he was giving Iran 2 weeks to live. This is how it goes every single time. Trump says something insane. He says, I'm going to kill everybody tomorrow at 5 p.m. We all freak out. Then he all backs down. He's like, you know what? Actually, I'll kill everyone in 2 weeks. Well, yeah, but the thing is that it usually works. And then you're safe to keep bitching about him. You know, I don't know. Anyway, it's just Kimmel again. Kimmel, why can't you just tell jokes, man? Why can't you just tell jokes? Why have you got to weigh in on this like you are better suited for the job? The quote is literally Trump chickens out after threatening a whole civilization. He didn't chicken out. It's fucking... Oh, my God. Whatever, anyway. It's chaos. It's chaos. I'm going to give 2 points to fucking Kimmel for that one myself, because he's a piece of shit. And I'm so fucking tired of his smug, wanky fucking rat face. But there you go. There you go. Kimmel again, grifting off the president. Gotta be done. Rhoda says for £2, Bruce no spring chicken steen. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Rhoda, for £2. Appreciate you. Hope you're all feeling well. Yeah, Trump didn't do a good thing there. He made stupid statements, and he does that from time to time. But ultimately, I still think this will end soon, because he's trying to end it soon. And I don't see that they have much else to talk about when it comes to the old Iran situation. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about something else that's nice and fun and a bit more lighthearted than the rest of this crap. Here we go then. It's the Black Snape meme hour. So let's talk about this. Now, we are getting news reports that the Harry Potter trailer has sparked a viral Black Snape AI video and meme backlash. Now, this, of course, happened about a week ago. But they were all reporting it. It actually made the mainstream news. Not just comics, not Cosmic Book News that I've got here, but there were people writing from like Variety and other places like that, oh, there's memes everywhere, everyone's being extremely racist to Black Snape. Well, yeah. You race swapped him. You race swapped him, and then you did him up in plastic clothes, like the wizard equivalent of a fucking, what do we used to call them? A shell suit. You know what I mean? He's dressed like the wizard version of Run DMC in the fucking Aerosmith video. And he's got dreads. He's got designer dreads. He's got like Wyclef Jean dreads. that means that there's an entire element to this version of Snape that probably will never be addressed because they'll just have to keep following the books. But if you're going to go ahead and dress like that and do your hair like that, it implies that you have got some serious axe to grind about your race and your ancestry. Are we going to get whole episodes dedicated to Snape exploring his African ancestry now? Because that's not in the books. So if you're going to make him look like this and dress like this and do nothing about it. So we're just going to, you know, hey, Snape, I understand you're from Africa. Are you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, potions. It's not going to work. It's stupid. You've added a... You can't just do something like that without adding an entire other layer to a character that's not yours. It's bonkers. I'm genuinely curious about what they're going to do with this. It's maddening. St. Hugo, by the way, has gifted one for the Griff Force and the princesses. Thank you very much. Appreciate you for that. Absolute legend.
Help me create the future of the white race.
So, of course, we ended up with this. SNL. That's right. They are absolutely desperate in 2026 to get back any semblance of relevance that they once had. They just don't have any, like, social or, like, street cred anymore. They've got nothing. They're irrelevant. No one talks about SNL except when they hit a milestone of some kind. Like, they do Trump digs every fucking week and no one cares. No one cares about the monologue. No one cares about the celebrity appearance unless it's someone that they are caught in controversy by having on there in the first place. It's baffling. But yeah, SNL has run a Black Snape segment during Weekend Update, skewering HBO's Harry Potter casting choice. Now, obviously, most of you will know, I can't play this clip. I wish I could, but unfortunately, SNL are as bad as fucking Nintendo when it comes to litigation, when it comes to copyright claims on your videos, whether you've done any actual copyright infringement or not. They will just take you down, even if, as Rhoda pointed out, you're watching Sky News covering SNL. You can't restream a restream without getting copyright claimed. It's actually bonkers. Even Saturday Night Live is poking fun at what the internet has dubbed Black Snape. During a recent weekend update... fucking hell, I completely tripped over that sentence, I'm sorry. During a recent Weekend Update segment, comedian Cam Patterson... Cam Patterson, you say? Never heard of him. Has anyone ever heard of this guy? Cam Patterson. No. Means nothing to me. Appeared as the character said to be played by Papa Esidu in Harry Potter series. The sketch delivered a rapid-fire series of jabs at one of the most talked-about topics in pop culture right now. So fair enough, I guess. Good for them. Making jokes. But the thing is, are they really going to be able to make jokes? Because they hate the right. And anything you say about unnecessary and stupid race swaps is going to be called alt-right, far-right, right-wing, all of the above. So, whose side are they on this, then? After Weekend Update host Colin Jost... Who's that? Is that the same guy they've had all that... Oh, yeah, it's the same guy. It's the same guy they've had for years now. Set the stage, mentioning the release of the new Harry Potter... What's going to happen to Colin Jost, by the way? Because... there's not going to be any late night shows for him to take over when he finally graduates from SNL. That's like usually what happens, right? The Weekend Update host goes on to host a late night show. Unless you're Norm Macdonald, of course, in which you go on to get blacklisted for being too honest. But This guy, clearly, he's like, oh yeah, this is great. I'll do Weekend Update. And then in 10 years, I'll be hosting a late night show when Jimmy Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel or Seth Meyers resigns and retires. But no, there's not going to be any fucking late night left for you, buddy. It's not going to happen. Mentioning the release of the new Harry Potter trailer and the casting of a black actor, he introduced Patterson's Snape. Good evening, Mr. Jost. Snape began with exaggerated formality. He quickly adjusted his tone, saying, nah, I'm playing. I don't talk like that, bro. It's called code switching. Codio switchio. Holy shit. That's fucking awful. That's only funny if you're a comedy writer. That's not funny. That's shite. The rest of the interview continued in a similar vein. Snape accused the new kid at Hogwarts, Harry Potter, or the proud boy who lived. Fucking hell. Oh god. Oh my god. They've done it and they're taking Black Snape's side. Oh my god. Of telling everyone that the only black teacher was evil. Fuck's sake. Josh suggested, please help me. I'm dying of cringe. Somebody say something funny. Somebody send me a super chat. I'm gonna die of cringe. Josh suggested that perhaps Harry was simply worried about someone trying to steal the Sorcerer's Stone. America, it's been 21 years. No, it's been 25 years. It's not the Sorcerer's Stone. It was never the Sorcerer's Stone. It was the Philosopher's Stone. So somebody stole something and the number one suspect is Black Snape? Oh my god. This is the worst. Snape acknowledged the mischaracterization is nothing new. It happens all the time. I showed up at Hogwarts and on the first day they looked at me and said, you're the professor of the dark arts. I never even studied that. I majored in African Muggle studies. Holy shit. The sketch continued, highlighting how its single casting change could shift the way the entire story is seen. Yet rather than calling out HBO, SNL used the opportunity to take a shot at the author. I'm starting to think J.K. Rowling might be problematic, Jost quipped. Holy shit. You completely missed the point. You completely missed the point. You completely missed the point. Smeghead says, sad, pathetic, suffer will. Oh, mate, one of these days I gotta get him to say that for real so I can fucking clip it and use it. God damn, what a fucking shambles. What an absolute fucking shambles this is, man. What the fuck? This is appalling. This isn't comedy. This is just the same fucking tired shit as ever. If they wanted to have actually some balls, they would have gone, hey, you know, we could do a joke where everyone is going, whoa, didn't you used to be white? And then he could say, like, oh yeah, I went to Africa and checked my dreads or some shit, you know. Awful crap. But it would be better than this. Instead, they're using the most glaring fucking issue, it even says it right there, with the entire show, to run defense for the show and dig at J.K. Rowling. When are you numbskulls going to realize J.K. Rowling is right about the trans issue? Nobody fucking cares about fucking trans people. They don't even occur in nature. You're telling us we have to actually just suspend our disbelief in real life and pretend that people's mental illnesses are some kind of fucking birth mutation that has never happened in all of human history and will never happen again after this social contagion is wiped out.
Alpha Betty Spaghetti!
Fucking nonsense.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown indicated.
Anyway, we move on because we got some nice new memes that have been coming out lately. We did check a few of these not that long ago, which ended with the fucking Rasta song, the reggae song about being Black Snape, which was pretty damn good actually. And ultimately we got HBO Snape learning the killing curse of Avada Wakanda.
Avada Wakanda!
Why is it always guns? Why is it always guns? It's always guns, or stealing bikes, or not being there for your kid. Why is it always those things? Oh wait. I know why. Anyway, let's move on then. Yellow Flash was very kind to post this. Drop your Black Snape memes here. I'll review them on Flashcast. So that did my job for me, basically. Thank you for that, Yellow Flash. Somebody please tell me. I don't know, James OP, if you're still there. How do people do this where they make music with AI that includes the original actual music? How are they doing this? I gotta know. I gotta know how people are doing this, because I got so many ideas. If I could just remix an actual song with AI and have it basically keep the song, the chord structure, the melody line and stuff like that, and just work around it. I don't know how anyone's doing that right now, and I want to know. And you seem to know much, much more and much better than I do about AI. So I don't know if this is a service you can pay for. I mean, I can't really pay for it, but I just gotta know, how are people doing this?
Yo, Potter, what you mean you ain't...
Yo, Potter. Love it.
Even know what a bazaar is, gangster? 50 points from Gryffindor, for real dough.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Dumbledore asked me to do it. He asked me. You are racist.
Y'all gonna be cooking up something real nice today, yo. Something that gonna make you feel real good. Make them galleons too.
Dueling lesson, sticks out, count of 3, we popping off, yo. But we ain't trying to drop no bodies. Lockhart, where you at, dog?
Why?
Jesus Christ.
Good ladies, you don't need any books. Professor Snizzy gives you that hands-on instruction. Yo, y'all 7th years, right?
Oh, God.
Did I ask you, Miss Granger? I said, did I ask you? Ain't nobody trying to ask you nothing. 50 point from Gryffindor, you uppity cracker.
Yo, this black-skinned Kang is the half-blood prince. Got them potions on lock, playa, shit. Nah, dog, nah. How you gonna tell the only black professor he ain't teach defense against the dark arts? Dark arts! That's racist!
So you want to teach the dark arts? I don't get it. Okay. Anyway, this is fucking great. Oh, this is the best one. This is the best fucking one. 1990s black, right? Let's not forget that Harry Potter is set in the 90s. Entirely in the 90s. That's why no one has a mobile phone. So if you're actually going right back to like 1991 and you're going to be a trend-chasing black guy, then you are not going to look like Black Eyed Peas, right? You're going to look like MC fucking Hammer. And you're going to be rapping like it was early days of rap too. And I'm not talking NWA. I'm talking fucking, you know, my name is X and I'm here to say blah, 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 blah. Oh, God. And that is exactly what this motherfucker has done right here.
My name is Snape and I'm here to say I like making potions in a major way. I'm a wizard professor at Hogwarts School. Yeah, doing magic is fresh and cool.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, mate. Oh, God, dude. You know, it elevated quickly. It was only like 7 years later that we had a white guy out doing Eminem, you know? We had, like, fucking a white guy doing NWA, basically. But that shit, man, I gotta hear that again. That's so unbearable.
My name is Snape, and I'm here to say.
Oh. Please, somebody. I don't know if New Blackstreet have seen this yet, but you gotta get this to them somehow. It's awful.
My name is Snape, and I'm here to say I like making potions in a major way. I'm a wizard professor at Hogwarts School. Yeah, doing magic is fresh and cool.
Oh, Half-Blood time. You got the Half-Blood Prince, of course. By the way, Half-Blood Prince. Does that mean that there's a Half-Crit Prince somewhere as well? Just wondering. The movie version of James bullying Snape versus the HBO version. Oof. Of Abra per capita. Oh shit. Oh my god, that's fucking gruesome. That's fucking savage. That's diabolical. Abra per capita. Oh my god. Oh my god. Then you've got the new boggart for Snape, a job application form. For fuck's sake. Potions class just about learning how to make purple drank. Oh god. These are sick. These are sick. These are sick. And of course, you can see here you've got Sprite. And you've got some menthol lozenges here. And you've got your, what's it called? The actual stuff? I can't think. This the active ingredient in drowsy cough medicine. There's codeine. And there's also phenylephrine. That's the one, I think. No, wait, not phenylephrine. Ah, shit. I can't think. One of them, there's something in these in cough medicine that is the active ingredient. I've got to look it up now. Dextromethorphan, that's it. Dextromethorphan, yeah. I once actually accidentally overdosed on fucking dextromethorphan because I was drunk as fuck and I kept forgetting that I kept thinking I hadn't taken my medicine, and by the end of the night I was sitting on the sofa like curled up in a ball. It was bad. Alright, and then of course we got the classic. Might as well watch it again, it's fucking great. What happened there? That's weird. Ah, there we go. No, not that one. Where the hell did it go? Hang on a second. Sorry, chat. I'll get it right back. There we go.
Yo, 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 Professor Snizzle in the potions hizzle.
It's your boy Snape, gonna teach you lot about potions, boy. Potions is good for everything. Potions get them galleons. Potions get super fine hoes. You need a
super fine hoes. God, I love that he's British, by the way. Like, I personally, I automatically award more points to Gryffindor, I guess, or whoever makes these memes when they've got like a London accent, a London black accent instead of an LA black accent.
You put a fool on ice. Potion's gonna do that too.
Put fool on ice.
Hold up, is that Harry Potter?
Harry Potter? Sup, player?
Your old man used to call me the Inward when we was at school.
Is that what's gonna happen? Is that what's gonna happen in this fucking show? The Inward.
Does anyone want to pass to say the Inward?
Hermione.
Potter, do you know what the Inward is?
Hermione again.
I don't know, sir.
Who here has ever called someone the Inward before?
That's my favorite bit. When Hermione is just, yeah, me.
I don't know, sir. These diversity hires are always like this, innit?
I heard that, you cracker-ass ginger. 50 points from Gryffindor, for real.
50 points, mate. 50 points. Anyway, yeah, it just goes on and on. Of course, now people are claiming that that this version of Snape grew up working at Good Burger with Keenan and Kel. In fact, he was Kel. You've got Robert Downey Jr., of course. People love doing that. Lil Harry and Dee-Dor whipping up some purple drank for Snape Dogg. Snape Dogg's the best one. Wesley Snipes is good too. Gonna tell my kids this was Snape from Harry Potter. Why not? At this point, it barely matters. Chirp, the golden snitch. Yeah, watch out for that. Here he is. He's back in. Fuck. Harry Potter and the garage full of stolen brooms. And we got this one. So that's my favorite of all the gun ones I've seen. That's my favorite because the others have like the broom turns into a gun or the wand turns into a gun. This one he just doesn't even bother. He just pulls out the wand, looks at it, and then just pulls out a gun anyway. There you go. There you go. Dogwarts, says Rhoda, for fucking 2. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. Holy shit, man. We are going to have so much fun when this show comes out. You're a wizard, motherfucker. Yep. I'm tired of these muggle-loving Snapes on this muggle-loving plane. Fair enough. We got your mother's ass, Harry. That's an old one now. Yeah. Oh my god, they're getting old. There's Snape with a crown, some chicken, and some watermelon. Jesus Christ. Atreus would like that one. There he is with purple drank. Whoa. Man, these go on forever. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, mudblood. Say what again? Say one more goddamn time. I'm gonna say the N-word. You're a wizard, Harry. Grand wizard, of course, yeah. Did I start a muggle fucker? Of course, you got this one too. Hey, free boobies, look. I mean, why not? Why not? It just goes on forever. You serious? Ah, because he's black, I get it. Did you mean to insult me, Miss Granger? No, Professor, it's just that I've been beeping all semester. It wouldn't even take magic to 50 points from Gryffindor. Chirp. There we go again. This is just getting ridiculous now. Harry Fizzle and the Goblet of Hennessy. Oh, mate, it just gets better and better. People just don't care anymore. They just don't care. They just make the memes. There you go. Anyway, there you go. Snape isn't black. J.K. Rowling is a turf. The Union not watching the new Harry Potter show. This fucking thing is done, man. It's done. Anyway, there you go. There you go. That's your thing. It also is dangerously close to getting ratioed as we stand right now. The like to dislike ratio, which we've been following for a little while now. Don't know if you can see it quite, but hang on, let me zoom in a bit. Quite a lot. And you'll be able to see right here that we are now in the same fucking range. 267,000 upvotes to 260,000 downvotes. Yeah. It's getting crazy now. We're actually almost at the point where the official, like, mainstream Harry Potter YouTube channel and HBO Max official channel combined to release this is getting actually fucking ratioed. We are within 7,000 of it getting ratioed. Now we haven't checked this for a while, but it was like half as much in the beginning, and it was like 2/3 as much, and that was a couple of weeks ago. But it's been creeping up this whole fucking time. This whole time. Until now, it's only 7,000 shy. It's almost a 50-50 split. They are fucked, bro. Fucked. And of course, Nerdrotic pointed out that it was dangerously close to getting ratioed. To which Steph, obviously my nerdy home, friend of the channel, says we've got screenshots here from the Nordic HBO Max where it's got 29,000 up to 51,000 down. So it is ratioed by fucking far. Then we've got Australian Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone with only 3,000 subscribers for HBO Max. Woof. 1.2 thousand upvotes, 7,000 downvotes. Jesus. Then you've got German HBO Max, 550 up, 1.9k down. And the Asian channel as well with 102,000 subscribers, 15,000 up, 19,000 down. Yikes. It is getting fucking scary out there. It is getting pretty bad. Pretty fucking bad. But there you go. Anyway, that's about all I have for the Snape and the Harry Potter ratio situation as it stands right now. Pretty bleak though, right? Pretty fucking bleak. And yeah, it will get way worse. By the time it launches, I don't know if anyone will watch it. To be fair, the woke dickheads will watch it. They don't really give a fuck that much. They'll say they hate J.K. Rowling and then they'll tune in and watch it because they always do. They don't actually believe in anything that they say. The people who might not watch it are us. The people who are genuinely offended by the race swap. Because we tend to do what we say we're going to actually do. Whereas the woke tards, you can't trust them at all. I mean, half of them were playing fucking Hogwarts Legacy while saying they were going to boycott it. It's all a virtue signal to them. It doesn't actually mean anything. You got to say what you say, sure, but you've got to walk the walk as well. So there you go. Anyway, we'll move on. How are we doing, chat? I can see you guys going a little crazy in there today. Thank you so much, by the way, for getting us to 53% of the limit so far. I would really appreciate it if we could get all the way. Really appreciate it. So that we can see some tits, frankly. Yeah, you know how it is. You know what it is.
Hit the limit. What, do you hate boobs or something?
All right. Okay. Let's move on then. So, we've got this. This is quite interesting as well, actually. We've got Marek Tymiński. Now, who is he? To be honest, it barely matters. Although, let's give him his dues. He is one of the... Well, he's the CEO of the company that makes Lords of the Fallen, which is a very good series that people really love. And why the hell is he here right now? Well, it's not because of anything he tweeted recently. It's because of a very interesting thing that he tweeted not that long ago. Well, it was a year ago. In a medieval fantasy action RPG experience, what do you prefer to choose between? We will follow the final result. And we, of course, got three options here. Body type A/B. Yes, indeed, Jay, Lord of the Fallen CEO, yes. Male or female. Or none of the above. 49,527 votes that got. 88.4% said they prefer male and female. Now that is fucking based. Damn right. Damn right. And that's a huge segment, by the way. None of the other polls that were done like this got those kind of numbers, but they still are interesting enough to take a look at because a lot of people have forgotten about this. This means that 88.4%, in fact, most likely 91%, nearly, Because some people were just trolls, obviously. And they just click, oh, excuse me. They just click none of the above because, well, they are dicks, you know? Or they're true believers in wokeness, in which case they're still even, they're irrelevant either way for 3%. The body type A/body type B contingent then is 8.4%. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really care, Margaret.
Exactly. Why should you care about 8.4%? You shouldn't. You shouldn't at all. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the modern audience.
Let's take some dope.
I am like,
I have had hallucinations on weed before.
if I get that high,
Them babies, Alyssa. Disabilities. I wanted to finish Elden Ring, goddammit.
He's a piece of shit.
the reason why DEI was put in place in the first place is incredibly disingenuous racism and
The modern audience. There you go. There they are. And obviously, they represent less than 10% of gamers. It really isn't actually like that. That's actually an acceptable amount in most cases. We should do everything to placate that 8%, the government, for some reason. Exactly, Jay. Exactly. Exactly. 8% of people want body type A, body type B. 88% want male or female. There you go. That's basically it. I rest my case. We all rest our case. But no, I mean, because it's not the only one, of course. You may remember that back at the end of 2024, October 2024, right before Veilguard came out, by the way, they did a poll on NeoGAF, which, you know, not as relevant as it always was, but, well, you can see that it only got 782 votes, but used to be quite the gaming site. Is inclusion important to you in video games? Yes or no? Yes gets 4.9%. No gets 95.1%. Once again, players have spoken. We don't give a fuck about this oppressive speech policing bullshit. Why would anyone ever think that gamers whose hobby is to topple empires and oppressive dynasties would be authoritarian or enjoy having their speech policed? Gamers who literally have a word named after them that I can't say right now. A couple of them, actually. Basically, the iDubbbz words are considered the gamer words. Why? Why would we ever want to go and bend over and allow ground to be given to a bunch of people who want to tell us what they want us to be able to say? We wouldn't. Which is why, no, inclusive is not important. Of course, that wasn't a big enough poll. It only had 700 fucking, nearly 800 voters. So Stuttering Craig decided, this was back then as well, it was like 2 days later, to make his own poll. And he got nearly 10,000 people. And he said, is inclusion important to you in video games? Yes, got 2.6%. No, got 97.4%. Now, of course, you can say there's some bias there because people who follow Craig are going to be based, they're going to be possibly right-wing. They're certainly not going to be woke, that much we can say. NeoGAF, very neutral territory, but small pool, still only 4.9%. And, of course, the CEO of one of the biggest companies in gaming, well, one of the biggest game franchises in gaming, though they are still a fairly small company. 88.4% said no. 95.1% said no. 97.4% said no. We don't give a fuck about this. We don't want male and female body. We don't want type A, type B. We want male and female. Which is why it's really annoying that Pocketpair had a thread going on their Steam community posing this exact question. Not as a poll, but as a topic of discussion. Do you want type A, type B, or type or male and female? And the topic was raised on the 2nd of April. Replace type 1 to 2 to male and female on character creation, because one of the most annoying things about Palworld, as much as it is a good game, is the fact that you have to choose female or male as type 1 or type 2 respectively. Even though, like in reality with animals, no such bullshit applies to the pals. When you catch them, they are either male or female. They have the symbols for male or female. This is one of the things that annoys me the most about this whole fucking bullshit of gender and queerness and all that utter bollocks that doesn't exist, is the simple fact that you only apply it to human beings. There are gay animals, just like they're all male. There are gay male animals and gay male humans. Which makes me raise the question. My mum once said, and she was a medical secretary, but I don't know, take this for what it's worth, which is not that much really, that there was no gay gene for lesbianism either. But there is a gay gene for males, and it's in all animal species. So there's that. So, yeah, why would you apply different standards to us than you would apply to other creatures born in nature? It's bollocks, right? And Japan's basically had enough. They have a law that's changing soon, or has changed. It's called Article 175, and it basically prohibits obscene stuff to be put out in entertainment. But it's going to be updated so that you can't, so that you can't be vague about sex. So it has to be male or female, which is based as fuck. Based Japan is based again. So yeah, type 1 or 2 is completely unnecessary, says the OP. Japanese have a changed of game and anime Article 175 of the Penal Code is currently a hot topic in Japan. The law prohibits the dissemination or display of obscene material to an unspecified or large number of people. For example, selling uncensored depictions of genitalia, even in manga form, is highly likely to result in arrest and severe penalties. Overseas users may also have seen parts of Japanese content blacked out or blurred. Even Japanese people cannot explain what benefits these censorship practices to society. While I do not advocate for conforming cultural practices to those of other countries, this practice, which is inexplicable even to Japanese people, should be changed, says the person here, who's very confused about what the hell exactly it is that they're trying to do. So yeah, this guy here was the one who said it. He was basically saying that you can't be obscene. So then, of course, the discussion came along. You had all of the woke-tards in there. What are you even on about? Are you trying to call body type 1, body type 2 obscene? If so, is your head screwed on correctly? There's literally no reason whatever to take issue with this unless you're bigoted against minorities and take offense to things that don't pigeonhole people into a flawed binary. You're still pigeonholing people into a binary. 1 or 2. Okay? Those are 2 options. Dumbass. Type 1 and Type 2 did nothing to you. Yeah, they did. They reminded me every single fucking time I saw them in every single game I've seen them in. That there are nutcases out there who don't believe in sex, in biological reality. And that people who make my entertainment are listening to them. That's what it did to me. It pissed me off. Calm down, says the person. One may look more traditionally masculine, the other may look more traditionally feminine, but that doesn't mean they have to be called male and female. Oh. That's exactly what it means. If you look more traditionally masculine, there's a 99.9% chance that if I were to rip off your pants, I would find a penis. And if you look more traditionally feminine, and I did the same, likely I would find a vagina right before they arrested me. It's so fucking obvious. It's literally nature. You can't fight nature. History has proven time and time again that the human race, for all we can do, cannot beat nature. We can't even beat our own nature. It's absurd. Type 1 and Type 2 do something that male and female don't. Leave open the potential for more. There is no more. This is why I say, ladies and gentlemen, and nothing in between. Because there is nothing in between. Except for occasional, very unfortunate people who are born, with defects. Which is unfortunate. This is why it's interesting that Rhoda brought this up earlier on. Disney parks are bringing back ladies and gentlemen. A gender language major cultural reversal. And we'll get to that in just a second. But before we do, let's keep going. Cobra Kaiju says here, it's a little weird that pals get classified by gender, but players don't. Well, that's because they're not actually classified by gender, pal. Animals don't have genders. Only humans apparently do. And the person who made this up was John Money. Yeah. He was the pioneer of the term, which he used to be able to get permission to perform barbaric, inhumane experiments on infants that included having them sexually stimulating each other and stuff like that when they're... It's fucking awful. It's fucking disgusting. Then the person obviously replied, the Japanese person replied to Crystalline Thunder here, the woke tard, by pointing out that they had non-binary and pronouns are masculine, feminine, or genderless, but not objectified. He, she, they, but not it in the bio. So there we go. It went on from there. Said, thank you for replying to my topic. I don't agree with your opinion. Objective fact, there is nothing wrong with type 1 or 2, and male or female are not required labels for masculine or feminine appearance. It's not an opinion. Example of that, ever seen a female bodybuilder? That's a pretty masculine look for a female. Yeah, but it's still a female. It's still obviously a female. You look at China from WWE in the 90s, still objectively, obviously female. I saw you pointing out me being non-binary coming from a mile away. Guess what? It doesn't discredit anything I've said. I'm not trans and would have jumped down your throat just as fast if you were spewing transphobia. You're fucked in the head, pal. In response to the one that brought up pals, although you did make a valid observation, there's one solid reason for humans in the game not having those identified genders and pals having it. It's called the breeding mechanic. Keeping humans, yes, the player genderless, helps discourage any zoophilia. Whoa! What? Zoophilia? Wow, you escalated that quickly. Holy shit. Holy shit. Anyway, long and the short of it is the community manager by the name of Bucky _CM on X, came along and shut down the discussion. So, according to Pocketpair now, you are not allowed to discuss this topic. Unless and until they come out and say otherwise and fire this person. But yeah, you're not allowed to discuss this, even though we've established that gamers really not very tolerant of type 1 or type 2 or type A or type B or whatever. And in most cases, well, I guess tolerant we are, but in almost all cases, would prefer male or female. So there you go. Biological sex is a reality, ladies and gentlemen, and there is no fucking muting it. So there we go. Disney parks then. They're bringing back ladies and gentlemen as their greeting. And that actually makes me wonder, and I don't know if any of you know this, because I don't know this, but what the fuck were they saying before? People? Breeding and birthing and non-birthing persons? Like, I actually can't even imagine a public address starting with anything other than ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea. But whatever, anyway. It says, have you been exhausted by cast members referring to you as friend? Unable to say sir or ma'am? If so, don't thank the phonicians. Thank Bob Iger. And a very strange moment in time in which Disney decided to go all in on diversive language edicts at their parks. But now there appears to be finally coming to an end. Dreamers of all ages. So they acknowledge that age separates people, but sex doesn't. It's the only thing that's even more immutable is that time exists and you age. In fact, no, I'd say it's actually less immutable than sex. Because you can more convincingly defy your age than you can defy your sex. Disney Parks has indeed begun quietly restoring gendered language such as ladies and gentlemen to announcements, attraction spiels, and perhaps cast member training. It represents one of the most symbolically significant reversals the company has made in years. I guess we are, in fact, actually getting what we want. And these rumors that Disney is binning the woke it's starting to sound like it's not just some blustering crap. They are, in fact, binning the woke. Binning the DEI. Maybe I'm just being naive and optimistic. I don't know. Maybe someone less optimistic than me would like to super chat me a rebuttal. I don't know. Disney did not merely drift away from that language by accident. The company very publicly moved towards more gender-neutral speech during its broader inclusivity push in 2021 and 2022, tying that shift to its internal culture, guest-facing presentation, and cast member guidance. It's very nice to hear that Ladies and Gentlemen has returned to the Magic Kingdom Express monorail recently. Shall we dive in? I suppose we shall. By the way, going to wrap things up pretty soon, but hey, we can still hit that limit. We still could. So we got this. Ladies and gentlemen. Nice. Nice. This one? Ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That's true. There you go. Fact. The history here matters. In April 2021, Disney Parks blog published A Place Where Everyone is Welcome, laying out a broader effort to modernize policies and make the parks more inclusive for both guests and cast members. The post discussed new flexibility in the Disney look, including gender-inclusive approaches to hairstyles, jewelry, nail styles, and costume choices. It was part of a lot. Well, we all saw. I don't know if you did, but I certainly saw. Shout out Disgust thing, by the way. I certainly saw the bearded Snow White. Even before Rachel Zegler, there was a bearded Snow White Tranoid. It was pretty cringe. Anyway, in July 2021, Disney confirmed that longtime fireworks greeting ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls had been removed. Good evening, dreamers of all ages. Wow, you were right, Rhoda. Yeah, that is unbelievable cringe. But apparently they are moving back. By 2022, the move away from gendered language was no longer just a change in recorded audio. It was part of the internal training philosophy as well. Diversity and inclusion manager Vivian Ware said cast members were being trained to avoid greetings such as ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and use phrases like hello everyone or hello friends. How bland is that? How boring is that? What the fuck? Also cited the fireworks greeting change as an example of that new approach already being implemented in the parks.
This is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
What the fuck?
Now, gonna let the light shine on me. Now I found who I
What is this cringe?
am. There's no way to hold it in.
Disney's fucked, man. No one goes to their parks anymore with their kids. It's just Disney adults that go to them.
No more hiding who I wanna be. This is me.
Look at this. That is cringe. Cringe to the highest level ever. So, they're moving back, thankfully. It carries more weight than the words themselves. Disney is one of the most studied and imitated consumer-facing brands in the world. Its park language is scripted, tested, approved, and institutionalized. When Disney changes wording across spiels, announcements, and training, it's revealing something about how the company wants cast members to engage guests and how executives want the brand to sound. The return to Ladies and Gentlemen would suggest that Disney now sees more value in familiarity. And I assume that's the literal meaning of the word. Tradition and broad cultural normalization than in the progressive inclusivity signaling that drove the earlier shift. Fucking glorious. There you go. That's great. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want rid of this pointless trash. So there you go. As that guy got his hand down his trousers. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Anyway, there you go. I don't know. What I do know is that we are at our limit, not the actual limit, unfortunately, unless somebody wants to drop $50 right now. We are at the halfway of the limit, but I am at the limit of my time. It's not looking good, actually. I'm a bit worried, to tell you the truth. Like, if this carries on, this might not be my job for much longer. But there we go. However, I do appreciate everyone who has submitted donos and stuff. And I hope I wasn't too offensive, especially on that Trump stuff. I support the war. I just don't care anymore about a bunch of radical terrorists and stuff like that. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's it. That's the show. I hope you guys will continue to support the channel as we continue to progress. And, yeah. Lilith says, sorry to hear that. Yeah, well, I mean, if I can figure out a way to keep it going, I will. I just need to make a certain amount of money a month, and I'm not. If this month's not even close to on track for it, so there we go. But we'll see. We'll see. Never know. Maybe someone will show up and perform a miracle one of these days. James OP did the other day. It was lovely. Thank him very much. But there you go. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All I can say for now is thank you so much to Rhoda, Sardok, Smeghead, Zelosi, Rhoda again, Smegheads again, James, Jen, Rhoda, St. Hugo, and Smegheads and Rhoda again. You guys are fucking legends. Love you all. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. I will be back tomorrow with the boys for the quartering Feltdown. It will be a sight to behold. There is a lot that needs to happen. I've added some points to the Wanker of the Week for the other guys we mentioned today. There's some Hassan stuff and some iDub stuff and some Darkside Phil stuff that can wait till next week. Might give the quartering a break after this week, unless he does something even more ridiculous like starts a lawsuit or something. I'll be keeping track of it. We'll try to see what's going on, but in the meantime, just look forward to tomorrow. In the meantime, before that, there is a video that came out about 5 hours ago and another one coming out in 3 hours. So go watch them. That would really help me out as well. Obviously, go to Swagger the Fans, see if there's a design you like. If you can buy it, we would appreciate it. Or Patreon, of course, as well. But in the meantime, I will just say take care, spike your hair, fuck Nintendo, slightly less than normal, fuck Disney, fuck Sony, fuck Microsoft, fuck Ubisoft, and fuck you if you like them. Oh, yes, that's right. In the meantime, question everything, respect the fans, check out the Discord. The link is below. I'm going to play you out with the quartering song one more time, and I'll see you next time. Tatty bye.
Till the game turned gay. Suddenly a warrior joining anti-SJWs. Spamming slop, regurgitating other people's news. Yeah, then you milked that Brie Lawson beef even after it was dead, 'cause you only wanted money to build your yourself a shit when Savage on Jack Murphy laughing at his cuckold shame. Now the mirror's flipped on you, karma's calling out your name. Irony overload. The hunter's now the prey. Hundreds of videos roasting you the exact same way. Porn, sick, alcoholic, cuck, grifting free speech all day. Now you beg to shut it down, 'cause you don't like what they say. Reddit force, cream pie tabs and hardcore slips on X. Accidentally showed your stash, what a classy flex. Flaunting deviant nights while your best friend's the bull. Poor wife wasted prime years on your empty drunken skull. Claim you're rich, blue millions chasing junk with zero plan. No kids, no purpose, just a bit of lonely man. Irony overload. The hunter's now the prey. Hundreds of videos roasting you the exact same way. I degenerate fake ways. The freedom flag so loud until PPP and Warski drag your filth out in the crowd. You mocked her tiny tits when Melanie wouldn't ride, posing as a Christian saint and never got inside. Now the house is turning tables, exposing every lie, and you scramble to cancel them hypocrites. Say goodbye. Overload. Porn, sick, alcoholic wreck. Overload. Cuck who flaunts it all, getting scammed on magic decks. You did exactly this too when you had the higher ground. Now you wanna take their voice, 'cause the grift is turned around. Fake warrior, late to the fight, cuck supreme.